Okay, preparation for this week trading. So trading week of 10th of August to 14th of August. So start with the calendar. So today Monday, 10th August, no major news, no event. So expecting today Monday will be very low volatility and the market will be ranging expecting. Then only Tuesday is interesting, the Aussie. So Aussie cash rate release is about 12:30 p.m. Singapore time. So it's probably market will be good in volatility and trading opportunity maybe Tuesday tomorrow around London session 3-4 p.m. So this is for Aussie. For S&P and Nasdaq the Wednesday 8:30 p.m. So it's Singapore time 8:30 p.m. So Wednesday night core CPI news. So probably market will be very active in the second half of the US session, but Singapore is already night time, so I will be monitoring for US S&P and 500 and Nasdaq on the Thursday Singapore time. So then another news is only the pound. Pound is the GDP, not really important, but still be market a bit of moving. So this is for UK 100. Then the Friday, no major news. So probably this week, about Tuesday, Aussie maybe opportunity. And Thursday, because of this US news, is the Thursday is opportunity for US S&P and Nasdaq. Okay, let's dive into the chart. Start with S&P 500. Okay, so we can go there and take a look at the daily chart. So based on daily chart, because the last week the market create the new all-time high again. So previous all-time high is here. So now it's a new all-time high. So this is okay. Then let's go to weekly chart. So this is the last week. Last week candle is a big move. Bullish candle break above the previous all-time high. So this all-time high is now become a weekly area. So it's a weekly area. So that's why I put another one more line. So this level is very important. Really market is a bullish. Market should not become below this line. Okay, so this is a daily chart. So in the daily chart, this is the created the daily gap, and this is another daily gap, but this daily gap is already rejected. So that's why here is the daily rejection low. So based on daily chart, one new daily gap and daily rejection low, but this daily rejection low is actually market come down. I don't want to sell here because this important level is below. Another some more this is inside the weekly gap. So in terms of selling, have to be very careful. Market is really bullish, so to avoid selling setup. Go to 4 hour. So currently the Friday market is closing inside around here. This 4 hour gap. So today Monday market may be very low volatility, and I don't think that we will be monitoring this gap is reject or not. If not reject, the potential maybe go to all-time high. So this is also like short term, like day trading can be monitoring is close above, then easily can be hit to all-time high, but need to be take note the Monday no news. The only S&P 500 new is on the Wednesday, so it's probably Tuesday will be a bit of moving, and the good one is to be monitored on the Thursday. So this is for S&P 500 as of no zone yet for me the swing trade. Move on to Nasdaq. So Nasdaq also similar. Start with the weekly chart. So the only difference is because the Nasdaq is they haven't reached to the previous all-time high, but S&P is already break the all-time high and create the new all-time high. So is Nasdaq is still not reaching to the previous all-time high. So it's possible if really market is bullish. So this week expecting Nasdaq to reaching to all-time high, but need to be careful because this is a weekly candle. It's already good retracing, so it's expecting to reach this all-time high. Okay, so daily chart. This is the daily rejection low because this is a daily gap. So this daily rejection low is inside of the weekly gap. So have to be careful if really market rejected and come back below this daily rejection low. Yes, it's a potential to be trade to here. So it's for selling side is really market need to be confirmed. Market come down, close below this daily rejection low, and also created with the bearish gap. So this showing that really selling is coming in, and then next break is good to sell. But I'm more interested on the buy side. So buy side is go to this 4-hour chart. So this is the recent 4-hour swing level. So compared to here, so a lot of rejection here go. So this level is also considered quite important level. So I like to see market really break above, then some rejection, then my zone will be formed from here, potential rejection to the next autumn high. So this is my buy zone. But as of today, stay monitoring how is this level reject. So I want to see market come above this level, some rejection, then after that create the zone. So this is from potential market could come up, retrace, then go to next autumn high. So this is my expecting what is the market looks like. Then next to move on to the Aussie 200. So Aussie 200, the tomorrow Tuesday got news. So I probably monitoring for after the news come out. So same, we start with the weekly chart. So same thing for Aussie 200 like S&P because previous all-time high is here. Then they created the new all-time high. Then the last weekend there is really bullish. So its market is really quite strong to bullish. So based on this weekly chart, this is stay the same weekly swing. So only thing is this is to be like potentially is really weekly gap. So as of now, I can delete first because this weekly gap is to be confirmed next week after this candle close. So this is potential weekly gap. I have to be monitor how is really market will be stay retrace inside this weekly potential weekly gap continue this week. Then only maybe after the news come out, then maybe reject. So this is need to be careful for daily chart. So this is the based on daily chart. This is the quite big daily gap. Okay, so this daily gap, so market, if let's say really market will be retraced, is up to here in the daily gap. So market potential drop back to this zone. So based on 4-hour chart, this is 4-hour gap and already rejected. So that's why no 4-hour gap, but instead this one is a 4-hour rejection low. So this 4-hour rejection low and daily gap is overlapping, so need to be careful. If really market retrace here, then don't be very rushing to sell. Must be market to be monitor really dropping, then so is the can be sell around here, got rejection, another rejection, then go to next level of daily rejection low. So for sell side, have to be careful. Really need to confirm really the bearish gap is forming and rejecting. Otherwise, looks like market is very bullish, going to create another all-time high for this week. So I wait for tomorrow cash rate news, then see how is market react. Really break above, then no choice. I don't have opportunity. I don't trade above all-time high. So I want to see market quite significant retrace. Then after that, during this retracement here, got some kind of 4-hour gap. Then after that, reject back to the then I trade to this autumn high. This is for my setup. If market really not retrace and continue go up, then okay, this is not for me. I not be trading. Okay, move on to UK 100. Okay, UK 100 is not really interested because the last week and the week is really last few day is really like ranging, not moving anywhere. So based on the weekly chart, we have weekly chart is already here, got weekly gap is formed. So this is really supporting to the buyer. So its market can be retraced up to here, then can be reject back. But based on the last few day market really ranging. So for this we also no major news for UK 100. So I don't think market will be moved and I will be ignoring UK 100 for this week. I'm not interested. So unless market is showing me rejecting this weekly gap, then it's interested to be selling to this. Unless this two gap is really strong, market not easily to break. Okay, so this is a forward chart. So forward chart is the good to analyze based on the gap, right? Market is, you see, from starting from here, buy gap, sell gap, buy gap, sell gap. Here got no gap. Then another sell gap and buy gap. So this kind of pattern is showing that market is ranging because alternate buy, sell. After that, sell, buy. So market really one direction. What I supposed to see is a really got market is here got buy gap, then here reject, then I want to see another buy gap. So this then market is telling that okay, I'm ready to move. But looks like this is market is not ready. Every time it's alternate, one buyer coming, then seller is pushing back. Then is seller coming in, then buyer pushing back. That also see here, this is never this is a buy gap, then this candle is too strong. By right supposed to be this is my buy gap. This is for my buy gap, but this candle disappointed. This candle never green. It's supposed to be green. Then this is my second buy gap. Then it's yes, market really ready to move. But for because of this red candle, so this buy gap is not formed. Then I think the potential maybe another selling gap. Selling gap will be forming because this candle will be come into this zone. This potential will be sell gap, but not for selling because the market still be showing that alternate gap is still be in the range. So this week I will be skip for UK 100, but I will monitoring another three. Okay, that's all for this week.